Okay. Okay. Can you all hear me? In the last session, we have discussed about what is full stack Java will contain, what are the complete module topics, and we have discussed how we will take the sessions and what are all the topics and modules included in the session. All those things we have covered in the first demo. And we also discussed about how the classes will go on, and we also discussed about the internship and its certificate, and also the communication and aptitude classes. Sana Reddy, did you attend yesterday's session? No. Okay. So just after the session, they will share you the recording of demo one also. Please go through that. In the last session, I have just discussed, as I said, what does the full stack Java contain. Just I will quickly repeat what and all modules we are going to cover. So completely the duration for the full stack Java is like 7 months duration. And in that, first we are going to start with the backend, where it includes the core Java, advanced Java, and Spring Boot, and then Hibernate. These are the modules that we are going to cover in the backend part. And in advanced Java, we also handle the JDBC servlets and also the JSP. Okay, these are the things we are going to cover in the backend to develop the complete project. And for each and every module, we'll be giving you everyday daily assignments and mock interviews and also the MCQ test. Both online and offline will be there. And during any point in the your full stack course, you can switch from online to offline or offline to online. That's up to you. Okay, but you have to attend the session. By chance, if any emergency or anything, if you couldn't connect, we will also provide you everyday recording after the session gets over, so that you can follow the recordings also. Okay. And then coming to the front end, where we are going to develop a real-time application front view, that any user interface, any Facebook application or bank application, Flipkart or Amazon, any e-commerce website like this. So for that, any application you consider, we need a front view, right? How we are going to access it, enter the login ID, password, all these things, and you will be able to select your items that you want to purchase, any groceries or clothes or anything. These all front view can be created by learning the front end, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so using these three things, you will be submodules, you will be developing the front view. And in that also, we are going to teach additionally the React.js or Angular.js, which is helping us to create a application which can run as a single page application using React.js. So we are going to teach that. And we will teach the third module, database. So the database is used for what? When you are clicking the application by entering the user ID and password, each has to open your own application, right? How it is opening, it is saving your information somewhere. And if there is a few people data, or like 10 people, 20 people data, you can easily store in a book or a file. But we need huge amount of information to be stored, right? Whenever you wanted to store huge amount of information, it is mandatory to store in database. So database helps us to store huge amount of information. Okay, here we are going to teach with Oracle. No problem, if you have any other database also, we'll help in that. Okay, so these are the completely three modules that we are going to cover in total 6 to 7 months. And also, first, initially, you for 1 month, you will learn one module. Later, parallelly, you will be starting with database. And by the time you finish 3 to 4 months, you will complete two modules. One is backend and database. And remaining 3 months, you will be learning front end, doing the internship project also. Okay, you will do the internship project once you complete the backend and database, because at least two modules are you have to complete, right, to start the project. So you can do the project. And for each and every module, when you complete core Java, you will do one project. When you complete advanced Java, combining core and advanced, you will be doing one project. Like that, you will be doing mini projects for each and every module. And completely the overall internship project, you can put it in your resume also, so that it will help you to crack the interview and you will have an additional advantage. And since you do it by yourself, the project, if the questions are asked by the interviewer, you will be easily answering this. Okay. And additional to the modules of this full stack, you will be also having the communication and aptitude classes, because that is the place where we require some additional attention, because that is the first round of interviews mostly companies will have. Before proving ourselves technically, we need some communication skills and aptitude skills, right? Because they give written test or they'll ask you some questions like about tell about yourself or anything. So many people are lagging there. If you're very good at communication and aptitude, we'll not force you to attend, but we'll take this one interview. If you're very good, okay, fine. Otherwise, you have to utilize this to get the job, because ultimately we require job and gain knowledge, right? So this is about the complete course module and the duration and timings is from every day. It will be from like as of now demo sessions you will be having from 4 to 5. But 1 hour session will be there, 1 to like 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes additionally. And then you will can practice those who come for offline throughout the day. You can come and practice here. Our mentor will be there. They will help you in the practical questions, and I will be there to help you also. So you can practice whole day here. No issues. Okay. Clear, Sana Reddy. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. Yes. And just I have started what is Java and what is Java programming language and why we have chosen Java programming language. We know there are so many languages. Before Java also, we have programming languages like C and C++. Do you need to know that before learning Java? Absolutely no. You need not have any prerequisite to learn Java programming language. You can easily learn that because we teach from very basics. No problem, you're from any educational background like triple E, CSE, like a mechanical, any background you can learn with any gap in the education or anything. You can easily learn, no issues. Okay. So coming to the Java programming language here, it is very important, and why we are learning this is like it is mostly the platform independent language. This is the point we concentrated yesterday. And before moving to that depth, I would like to introduce to who developed Java and when it was developed. These all things I would like to cover. Okay, so let us see here. The languages are categorized into like three categories, like a low level language, and high level language, and in you will also have the middle level language. These are the three categories the language was defined. Okay. Now, what are low level languages? As I said, C and C++ are like the low level languages. Okay. Where initially you will be having, actually the low level language will be covered with like zeros and ones, like the bytecode. You all know like computer cannot understand whatever language that we are typing. Yes or no? We cannot, any machine cannot understand. If you're purchasing any mobile or anything also, you will talk in terms of bytes, not as like any other term. You will be asking like in terms of bytes. You want like 1000 GB or 3 GB RAM and hard disk. You will always talk in terms of what bytes. That means it will store data in terms of bytes, not as any other term. So initially in the low level language, we have zeros and ones. And after that, it is very difficult to write the code in that. And they used the assembler to convert into that low level language and make the machine to understand also. And later we have C and C++ languages where there is a compiler to convert into machine understandable code. Machine understandable code, because it cannot understand whatever we are typing. And later we have come to the high level languages like Java and all. So here it uses Java programming language, both compiler and interpreter. It will use what? Both compiler and interpreter. So what is this compiler and interpreter is going to do? That's where we can call using this interpreter actually as a platform independent also. So what it is going to do? It is going to convert, and also compiler will convert into the bytecode, and also it will interpret the code into the machine understandable language. See now why I am telling this as a platform independent. That means it will work on any operating system same. What it will do? It will work on any operating system, or you can tell any platform same. That means what? I'll tell you clearly. Now, when you're developing an application in Java, on Window platform, let us say, Windows is the operating system. I think everyone know it. And you give that application to a person who is using Linux platform. It will work same. It will work same. But with C or C++ and other low level language or middle level, it's not like that. It's not possible. It won't work same. But coming to the Java, since it is a platform independent language, it can work on any platform same. It can work on any platform same. Why? Generally, compiler will convert into the machine like Windows understandable language. Now this interpreter will check what is the platform. You developed your application on Windows and you gave that application to a person who is using Linux operating system. What this interpreter will do? Okay, this is not Windows, Linux. So the code you compiled and gave will not be understood by the interpreter, by the Linux. So this interpreter will convert into the Linux understandable way. Got it? So that the issue was solved. It can work on any operating system, any platform, same because of this interpreter. Here we have JVM, Java Virtual Machine, which act as our interpreter to convert into the machine understandable code. Remember one point, Java is platform independent, but JVM is dependent on your OS, on your platform. That is the reason it can convert into your machine understandable code. Yesterday I gave an example also. I speak in English. Let us say Varshini will understand Telugu and Manideep will understand Hindi. Sana Reddy will understand like Kannada. Now if I speak in English, you all cannot understand, right? I will keep JVM as my interpreter so that okay, for Varshini it converts Telugu. For Manideep, my interpreter will convert into Hindi. For Sana Reddy, my interpreter will convert into Kannada. Problem solved, so that my classes will be understood by any person, right? So my language is platform independent now, I can tell. In the same way, Java application also works. Okay, that's the reason it is very, very important and prominent, because there is a slogan also for the Java, like write once and run anywhere. What is that? Write once and run anywhere. Okay, that is the slogan of the Java. Great. Okay, so now it is a programming language as we discussed yesterday. And what is a program? Once again, I'm just repeating. It is a set of instructions to perform any particular task, right? What is a program? It is a set of instructions to perform any particular task. So here, who developed the Java? It is a high-level language and it is a object-oriented programming and secured language. It is developed by initially Sun Microsystems. What is that? Sun Microsystems have developed. And who developed this? The main important person involved in development of the Java is James Joslings. He is the person developed the Java. There are many people later worked with him, but initially it was being developed by person James Joslings. Okay, so later it was like persons like Patrick Norton. These all people have helped him in expanding the Java. So why this person has developed the Java? There is some story for him. So he has some project where he has some issue. To resolve it, he wanted some solution. So he developed this code of Java so that it resolved the issue. And he developed for it, not as he has no intention to develop and he has no idea that Java will become such a strong language at all. In long back, like in the year 1995 or something, it was developed by him. But later, what happened? The people who saw that project or who saw that solution for a particular problem in his project, they have seen that it's very good and strong language and they started to upgrade it. And also the name of the Java is not initially Java, it is Oak. What it is? It is Oak. Generally, he named it as a Oak, James Josling. But story like there is already one language similar to the Oak. So they have changed the name from Oak to Java. And there is also one story for it. What is that is people, the team who developed strong and secured language. They felt like it is as strong as coffee they had. They liked it very much. So later they named from Oak to Java programming language. There is a story like that. That is the reason you see in Java book or any website or wherever you install Java, you will see some coffee cup evaporate symbol. Do you observe that? So initial it is related to the coffee plant. So so it has been named as Java. So initially it is not Java, it is Oak. Later, due to some issues of name or they wantedly changed it to Java. Got it? This is like a small history about the Java programming language. But now it is not with Sun Microsystems. It is taken over by the Oracle. Okay, now Oracle was taking care of all the upgradations, new versions, everything was taken by the Oracle companies. Okay, got it. So to work with a Java programming language, you need to install some libraries. Okay, some kit for the Java. It won't work. See, you have mobile. You wanted to play any game in the mobile, like a Candy Crush or any game. You want to use any application, like you wanted to watch some movies or anything, Netflix or anything. You need to install, right? Without installing it, can you work with it? It's not possible. You have to install it on your laptop or mobile to use it. In the same way, to work with Java program, I said it is platform independent language. It is an object oriented language. We discussed so many things. So to work with Java programming language, we need some libraries. Then only it can work. It can convert into your machine understandable code. Okay, that installations we will see little later. Okay, how to write it and why and all. Okay, so now we can see like what kind of applications that we can develop by learning this. You can develop so many desktop applications and also like any web applications, enterprise applications, mobile applications. Like this, you can develop different kinds of applications because we categorize the Java into three parts like core, advanced, and then let us say spring frameworks and all. But the Java has developed in first three ways: Java standard edition, Java enterprise edition, and Java mobile or micro edition. These are the three modules that they have categorized. So using the standard edition, you can develop the standalone or a desktop applications. What are those? Desktop applications you can develop easily. Something like I will give you an example for desktop applications like a media player or notepad or calculator, whatever simple applications. These are called as like desktop application. Tell me one thing. Do we need internet to work with notepad or a calculator, or you want to play some media player which is already present in your system? Do we require anyone? Varshini, Sana Reddy, anyone? Can you tell me? Do we require? Can you all hear me? వర్షిని, సనారెడ్డి, మణిదీప్ వినిపిస్తుందా అండి? అందరికీ తెలుగు అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? Okay. Yes, it's clear you can hear. So, do we require internet for working with Notepad? Do we require? You all can hear me. Okay. So, do we require internet? For working with Notepad, we don't require internet, right? To work with calculator, you don't require internet because they are already installed in your machine and you are just using it. You are not actually reinstalling it. You are just using the installed application. You don't require internet to use it. Such applications are called desktop applications. Okay. And that can be developed with the Java standalone core concepts of Java. And what about enterprise edition? Here you can develop some web applications, also enterprise applications. So what are those web and enterprise applications? For example, like web application is something like IRCTC website or any Flipkart, Amazon, and enterprise applications are something like banking applications. These all come under the web and enterprise. And for these applications, we require internet. Yes or no? To work with Facebook, even though you install the Facebook app or anything, let it be, do you require internet or not? Yes. ఇంటర్నెట్ లేకుండా మనం ఫేస్బుక్ అనేది యూజ్ చేయలేం. మన సిస్టంలో కానీ మన మొబైల్లో కానీ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇంటర్నెట్ లేకుండా మనం యూజ్ చేయలేం, అవునా కదా? సచ్ అప్లికేషన్స్ విచ్ కెనాట్ వర్క్ without internet are called the web or enterprise applications. Why they are not working? Because they are actually not installed on your machine. They are installed somewhere on their server. Facebook will have its own server where the Facebook application is continuously running. We are just using it in our machine. It's actually not installed in our local machine like Notepad and WordPad or calculator. Such applications are web or enterprise applications. Okay, so these are the examples of it. And using the micro, mobile, or edition, you can develop some mobile applications, something using the embedded technology. Okay, so these are the three categories of Java applications, or Java has created, or it has divided into these modules. We have just arranged as those into the standard edition, enterprise edition, like this we have created. Okay, clear everyone? In the enterprise edition, you will be learning these JDBC, servlets, JSP, web services, all these things you will be learning. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, so this is about the history and about the Java, like how many modules it are there and how it is categorized. And also we have seen about the history who has developed the James Jocelyn's, and there are people like Patrick Norton, Mike, like this. There are so many people involved in it. And now let us see also about the features of Java, why it has become very important. Okay, we are going to see now features of Java. Okay, all of you. So what are the important features of Java we have? We all know Java is a simple and easy programming language. It's not very difficult as many people think. With the frameworks that have been added in Java, like Spring and Spring Boot, that you will be learning, Java has become very simple language. And also now we only not only learn with Notepad, we learn with some IDEs like Eclipse, the real-time scenario. We will teach you in our place with Eclipse or NetBeans or IntelliJ IDEA. Like this, there are so many IDEs. IDEs are nothing but the environments which help us to easily write our coding. Actually, there will be so much of syntax, right? You should follow the rules and regulations. If you are using the environment, overall structure of the programming is given by it. You will just write the logic. We will be learning the logical skills, how to write the program. Then it will be very a simple language. You need not remember too much of syntax or code because the IDE will provide you everything. And also when you join in a company, they will not ask you to do Notepad. They will give you mostly Eclipse. I have seen in Cognizant and all, since I have trained there, they are using Eclipse only, Eclipse IDE, so that it is easy for them to develop. They will give you complete structure. You have to just write the logic inside it. Okay. And the second point is it is object-oriented programming language. It follows all the OOPS concepts, which we can discuss later. Means what? Everything is considered as an object in the Java. Class and object. What is an object? You consider car as one object. What are its properties? Car will have a name, car will have cost, how much speed it is going. Like this, it is having so many parameters, right? Properties about the car. Like you consider object as car, and class you will take, like, and you will write class car. What does this class will explain? It just explains about the object. So you can tell the definition about the car in our understanding way. You can tell that class is a blueprint of object. What is class? It is a blueprint of object, means it just explains about object. If someone asks you what is class, in Java, class, you can tell it's a blueprint of object. What you write in the class, you write about its name, its cost, its functionalities, everything. Technically, the definition can be like class is a collection of members and member functions, but we have to understand the internal meaning. What the class is going to ultimately tell you, it will tell about the object. It will explain about the object. So you can tell that class is nothing but it is a blueprint of object. So we consider this as an object-oriented programming language, where it will follow all the OOPS concepts. What are OOPS concepts is a very huge and separate topic. We'll discuss that later. So as of now, understand that it will follow all the OOPS concepts. Got it? Next, what is the third? It is a portable and it is platform independent. We discussed already like why it is platform independent because of the interpreter. It can convert into the machine understandable code also. That is the reason we tell it is a platform independent language. Okay, so don't worry about the OOPS concepts. In the next coming classes, once we finished the basic things, we will just discuss about the all OOPS concepts also. Okay, and it is portable. It can work on any operating system, as I said, and it is independent. And the next one is it is like secured programming language. What do you mean by secured? It's not easy to hack any application which is developed by the Java. It has so much of security features than C++ because in C or C++ you have a confusion concepts like pointers and all those things. But here we don't have those things. And also to provide the security, we have some basic features like public, private, and protected. What are these public, private, and protected features? Public means anyone can access. Those are the modifiers actually, but I will just tell you why it is secured language. With small, there are some other features also which makes it as a secured. But you can also call it as secured because of its modifiers like public, private, and protected. Now, if I ask like Manideep, like what is your Gmail ID? Yes, will tell me. But if someone asks what is the Gmail password or his bank account password, will he reveal it? No, it has to be secured. He should not share with anyone, right? So, what is the feature that it is making secured? Private. If you specify the data as private, it is not accessible to anyone, any other classes also. Private means it is not shared by any others. So that is the reason we make some data private and some data public so that we can hide the information. Like that we have protected. What do you mean by protected? Protected means what? Okay, Mandeep will not tell for anyone, but his father, mother or sister ask, he will share with him because they are protected people to him. So like a child classes. So these are the three modifiers which helps us to provide the security to level that we want. If you want to share with everyone, we'll keep it public. In Facebook, how see now, some people will log their profile. If I send a friend request and if they accept it only, I can see their pages. Otherwise, I cannot see, right? Yes or no? We cannot see their page and how it is, what they're posting because they have logged their profile, provided the security by adding a feature of private and logged it. So we have here security manager, which will provide us the security. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So like this, it is a secured programming language. And the next one, it is like robust. It is a robust language. So what do you mean by here? Robust means it has strong memory management. It has a strong memory management. That is why we tell it is a robust language. Strong memory management means what? It has like the memory allocation and deallocation automatic. The garbage collection is automatic. Means if you are not using any variable, instead of wasting memory for it, it will deallocate the memory occupied by it. Suppose you are storing a is equal to 10 or 12 and you finished the program like b is equal to 8 and you say c is equal to a plus b, done with the program. Then what will happen? Then what will happen once you completed the task and it is out of scope, it is not utilized, then it will automatically garbage collected. Means it will deallocate the memory occupied by it. It will allocate memory when required and it will deallocate when it is not used or when it is assigned to null. Because of this reason, we call it as a robust language because of its strong memory management. What is the advantage we are getting by this? You will not get like memory full or any other such errors. Generally, in mobile phones or in laptop or anything, the hard disk will be full sometime, right? When we are using our mobile phone also, sometimes memory full you will be getting. But here there is no such issue with the Java. Because of Java programming, you will not get the memory full because it will every time deallocate the memory when you are done with the coding. Got it? That is one advantage with the Java. That's why we call it as a robust language. And it is also architecture neutral. Okay, it is a architecture neutral feature is also there. That means what? It is like working same for any kind of bit architecture. When you're purchasing any computer or laptop, you will see like how much bit operating system it is, 32 bit or 64 bit. Like this, you will have operating system, right? So it works normal, it's same. And the size occupies for any type of data. Either you are storing a number or name or anything, it will occupy the same memory. Okay, it occupied same 4 bytes or 5 bytes of data, whether it is 32 bits or 64 bits. Okay, that is the reason we tell it is neutral. It is common for any kind of operating systems, either 32 bit or 64 bit. And we discussed, yes, portable. Portable means it will be like portable for any platform. You can acquired, and it is having highest performance than other programming languages because of its JVM conversion, because it is interpreted. That is the reason it may be slower because it has to compile and interpret, but it will give you the perfect solution for platform independence. And we have some features also along with this, like multi-threaded, dynamic language, and also like it is distributed for any other languages. So these are the important features of the Java. About remaining features, we can discuss later because it will be quite confusing for you in a day. So these are the important features that makes Java very prominent. Even though it has been developed long back, still there is a demand on Java. Even though after learning Java and you're working for so many years on Java, later if you want to choose to shift to any other or you want to upgrade yourself, you will get the first preference because any language you take, any stream you go, somewhere or the other, the Java skills will come and they will give you first preference. Okay, you learn Java, you know Java programming language, so it is easy to train you in other skills also. They will have that intention. So it's like a basic thing that you need to know, even though if you wanted to move for other skills later in your career. So I'm telling you that far how it will help you. Is it clear, everyone? Online students, everyone, is it clear, ma? Okay. ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా అండి? ఇవాళ సెషన్ లో అర్థమైన ఫీచర్స్ ఆఫ్ జావా అండ్ హూ డెవలప్స్ ఆల్ క్లియర్. ఓకే. సో రేపటి సెషన్లో మనం ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ గురించి చూద్దాము. సో జస్ట్ ఫీచర్స్ అంటే అసలు ఏం తెలియకుండా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయడం ఎందుకన్నా ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ డిస్కస్ దట్. సో అసలు జావా ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఎందుకు, వై వీఆర్ లెర్నింగ్ ఇట్ అండ్ హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూస్ఫుల్, వాట్ ఆర్ ఇట్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫీచర్స్ చూసాం కదా. సో రేపటి సెషన్లో జస్ట్ వీ విల్ ఇన్స్టాల్ జేడీకే విచ్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ those steps, and also I will write the first Java program and show you the execution process. ఓకే, డోంట్ మిస్ టుమారో సెషన్స్. ఎవరన్నా మీరు ఇవాళే జాయిన్ అయితే రికార్డింగ్స్ అడిగి వినండి ఒకసారి. అండ్ ఎవరన్నా మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ జాయిన్ అవుతున్నా కానీ వాళ్ళకి ఆ రికార్డింగ్స్ షేర్ చేయండి, ఎందుకంటే యూట్యూబ్లో అవైలబుల్గా ఉంటాయి. సో దట్ మీరు ఆ రికార్డింగ్స్ వాళ్ళకి షేర్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు రేపటి నుంచి జాయిన్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఒకవేళ రికార్డింగ్స్ వినలేకపోయినా జాయిన్ అయితే ఐ విల్ జస్ట్ క్విక్లీ రివైజ్ అండ్ ఐ విల్ కంటిన్యూ సో దట్ దే కెన్ ఈజీలీ అండర్స్టాండ్, ఎందుకంటే బేసిక్ థింగ్సే కాబట్టి దే కెన్ ఈజీలీ అండర్స్టాండ్. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ షేరింగ్ వన్ నెంబర్ ఇన్ చాట్ బాక్స్. All of you please send a message that you have attended the demo session so that they will share you the recordings. Okay, 8978 345 335. Okay, this is the number. Please, all of you, message to this number that you have attended the demo session. ఓకే దెన్. సో ఎవరికన్నా ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే వెయిట్ చేసి అడగండి, అదర్వైజ్ యూ కెన్ లీవ్ ద సెషన్ అండ్ ప్లీజ్ జాయిన్ టుమారో సెషన్ ఆల్సో ఎట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ by 4 o'clock.